Vrij MCP, come on in, my dear beautiful lady. How are you doing this afternoon?
Okay, how you guys doing?
I'm doing fine.
Jay Ray said something about one conversation at a time. And I told you how I've been trying to work up here with people.
Yes.
Which is very hard when you're a MAGA country. And we have a site for the town, and then we have an uncensored site for the town.
Mm-hmm.
The non-censored one, which I belong to both, but the non-censored, there's no politics in that. Well, I made a couple of posts in the last week or so that were not political, just stuff that was going on. And of course, people started saying, Biden did that, Biden lied. I mean, I made a post of a groundhog because it got 4 inches of snow and said I lied. And right away they said, yep, just like Democrats. And I was like, are you really seriously? You're going to make that political? It's a friggin' rodent. But anyway, one thing led to another. I know. One thing led to another. And a couple of people commented, and I didn't want to get involved because I got political, but people know them in town, and I listened, and then I commented, and before you know it, 10 people not only liked my comment, but messaged me privately and said to me, we can't talk about this shit, but blah, blah, blah. So I told them about the Powell Manifesto and Project 25, and now I'm being bombarded by them all for more information.
That's what,
so that's
girl.
one thing. So I was like, that's making a difference. And then today I went to get my hair cut, and my hair cutter, I love her, but she's nuts. And she didn't tell me she was going to do this. She's an evangelistic. She's Republican, but she's reasonable and up to conversation. So she likes when I come in because she questions me about things that are going on. What does that really mean? Did that really happen? Stuff like that. And what she did today was, a sneaky little son of a gun, what she did today was bringing a full MAGA person. She made our appointments overlap and didn't tell me. And I noticed on the bumpers, she had a sticker on her gas tank that said, Biden did that. When I was going in, I was like, oh, I wonder who that is. And I went in, and it was that woman I didn't know. And right away, I said something, and she said, well, that's a freaking Democrat. That's Biden. That's this. And I said, whoa. I said, I'm not here to do politics. I'm getting my hair cut. But she went on and on. And I said, finally, look, if you want to discuss politics, I'm up to it, but you have to tell me true stuff. And she didn't. And she got angry and yelled. And she was screaming at me to the point that the hairdresser said, hey, Jay Ray, I see you say hello. And to the point that she said, you have to stop yelling. I said, well, that's how they feel their voices heard, that they yell at you. They think the louder they are, the more sense it makes. It doesn't. What you're saying is not true. And she got more angry and more angry. And each time I would slowly calm down and say, where did you hear that? I didn't hear that. She says, well, you must listen to MSNBC. I said, no, I listen to independent media. And I do research. She goes, no, everything out there is a lie. She just went, and my point is, she went on and on and on. Then my hairdresser stopped everybody and said, everybody shut up. And she's evangelistic. And she said, everybody shut up. We're all in the same boat here. You're going, and she's saying to the woman, you think that man is a god. You worship him. He's not a god. He's a liar. I was like, ooh, she never said that before. And she went on and on about how Trump and all his crap. And I said, you're right. He is a liar. That's what he is. He's a liar, and you're falling for it. I said, what do you watch? Fox, Newsmax? She goes, no, I don't watch Fox. They're all liars. I watch Newsmax. I said, they're liars too. They don't tell you the truth. And anyway, we had to stop it. I said, look, we have to stop this because I'm going to need tequila. I can't do this. And I left and I went outside, had a cigarette. My point is that the one conversation at a time, and that I've been here 2.5 years, is slowly working.
Let me tell you something,
right, Jay Ray, and that's you.
Vrij, I am so proud of you, girl. You would not imagine as you are speaking what's happening in my heart, man. It is like, yes, because even when the evangelical woman stood up for you, in effect, that's what she did. In effect, she stood up for you to say, and she gave other people in that store permission to listen to you, man. That is powerful.
She did it on purpose.
Yes.
When the woman left, her daughter came in. She owns a coffee shop right next door in the same building. And she came over and she said, "Oh my God," because she came in the middle of it all with a daughter, a baby. And she said, "Did you tell her that you planned this?" And I said, "You planned this?" She goes, "Yep, I planned it. I wanted her here and you here at the same time to see what would happen." And she goes, "You were great. You told her everything that was right. And some things I disagree, but you educated me. You'll never educate her."
Wow.
Ever. That's the way she is. She's one of those that you cannot help.
But you know what is so great about what happens there as well, Bridge? Because other people were listening in. And they watched your character, they watched her character, they watched the interaction between the evangelical woman as well, who you had already imparted some knowledge on. That made a big change in these folks, and that's how it's done. You nailed it, girl. You nailed it.
Exactly.
You nailed it.
I stayed so calm.
You nailed it. I
just wanted to tell you that I'm starting to realize there's a lot more of me here than I realized.
Yes. So, and anyway, the fact that after you wrote that article, or wrote those comments, that you got private messages, you start to get the people thinking. I don't know if you recall, yesterday I spoke about the message that I replied to a woman who said it's Bidenomics. And then when we went ahead and went in a logical conversation, people started banging on it. So, I mean, you did the right thing. Thank you very much for this call. You made my day.
Oh, good. I'm glad. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number 1, subscribe to our channel. And number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.